What up, everybody? Lucky It's a Ham Show back at it again. We're Andy Comedy. We got Black Baby Jesus here, aka the bartender at work. And when I say bartender, I'm not talking about drinks. I'm talking about a nigga that goes on street poles and he does pull-ups. You seen them guys before, right? You seen them guys before, right? Flex them arms real quick, player. So like, this guy bartender here. And let me tell you something. If you with your baby mama, she'll be safe because he would do nothing but do a pull-up with her. You got Sydney here. You got Sydney here. What you got?
All I'm
gonna
do is a pull up.
Go and tell them about yourself, Sydney.
Oh, well,
they know you, but they want to know you more. You know.
Well, hey, I'm Sydney. You know, I'm that guy that loves everybody until you cross them. You know.
Game?
You know, huh?
It's not a dating game.
I'm just introducing. I want y'all to know that I care about y'all out there. So
you don't know these niggas.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, we can't. No cursing until 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3 minutes.
Is it 3?
I heard it was 3 yesterday.
Let me.
All right, we're gonna stick with 3 then.
All right. Well, yeah, I won't curse yet.
No curses
For the first 3 minutes.
And we got my brother from the same mother here.
What it does.
You know, he goes by many names.
He gets cheers.
Yeah. He's a jack of all trades. I'm not done. Give me a minute, homie.
Man, good, you
And you know what I'm saying? The love that comes from this man is very genuine. It's unique. You guys will be glad to have that kind of love.
Why are you screwing up his face like that, though?
I'm waiting to see where he about to go with this. I know something's coming.
Don't talk until I'm done.
Okay, go ahead, man.
A lot of black folk, go ahead, put the camera. A lot of black folks have a hard time, right? Right, black people? But you gotta love sometimes, right? You gotta show the love. You got a brother right here.
Hey, don't do that fucking voice when you acknowledging me.
Don't curse. 3 minutes. Not 3 minutes.
It's almost there.
It doesn't matter no more.
Almost doesn't count. I know you heard that song.
Man. Look, my name's Travis, a.k.a. Steezy. Got my own podcast, Japan. Want y'all to check it out. I'm thankful for my brother having me here.
Tell them what it means, though. You can't just say that.
Just another podcast about nothing.
Because what are they going to think it means?
It's whatever they mind desire.
They're going to say, just a pretty ass nigga.
That's cool, too.
That's what they're going to say.
Did you just make that up? You just made that up, huh?
No, I didn't.
That was actually a click at my school.
Yeah, it was a click.
What school was this?
It was at Washington.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
3 minutes is up.
It is. You good. That's a good job, bro. Good job, bro. And we got the DJ, the wizard behind the ones and twos, Saul over there.
DJ Solly Saul.
What's up?
You got anything you got any something witty you want to say, Saul?
I only respond. I don't really kick off.
Okay.
That's not my job.
Just want to include you a little bit. It's okay.
Appreciate
But
that.
oh yeah, thank you. No problem, man. But yeah. So this show today should be very interesting. We do have a guy missing. The homie Carell. He was supposed to be here, but he's not. He probably has some Rams business. He also has a food business that he actually does by himself. He's the owner. So shouts to black ownership. Right?
All day.
You know what I'm saying? He's a very good cook. I actually had a shrimp burrito from him one time.
Oh my God, it sounds good.
What came
It was
in
crazy.
that burrito?
It was a lot of
No
things.
cheese, right?
No cheese.
I don't
think he did that.
I don't think he put cheese.
Yeah, you don't put a cheese. You don't put a cheese in
Well,
there.
I guess shrimp, cheese, and grits.
Yeah.
Shrimp and grits.
That's different though.
I know
That's on the
that.
plate. That's on the
Grits.
plate.
On the
He
burrito.
actually might. Can you incorporate grits into a burrito though?
Oh, definitely. You can incorporate.
You can't
anything in
save it. You can't
Somebody-
save it.
You gotta eat it right there.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
just put pancakes in a burrito.
But you can't save it. You
No, I
can
know.
eat
You
that
can
now.
eat it all.
Yes.
Hey, definitely.
First of all, you eat that. You got to go
man.
home with that.
You
You ain't about to. This ain't lunch.
gotta wrap it in foil.
Go home and eat that then. Because you eat that now, you look. I can't. It's like, bro, throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it away.
Can you imagine you trying to roll that shit up? How messy it's gonna be?
I know it's gonna be just oozing out.
Grains all over the place.
That's crazy, bro. That's a messy ass burrito.
Oh wait,
I'm
you
like,
guys gonna wait till it gets cold? Go home and eat a cold grits burrito?
Oh,
But that's
nah.
what, if it's in the foil,
Yeah.
it's gonna stay hot.
No,
Yeah,
it won't.
you gotta get that. Get that in the drive-through. You got 2 minutes away from home.
Man, yeah, you gotta be local.
I'm eating in traffic with it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing.
You're gonna
I'm
make a
not-
mess.
Oh, that's all right. Shoot.
I feel like people that eat while driving is assholes.
I don't like those people.
You're damn right. Well, you don't like me, and I'm sitting at the
You know what? If
stoplight.
you could drive and eat, then
Oh
fine.
yeah. And you know, some people don't have that.
They can't
skill.
do it. I be seeing chicks doing their eyes, and it's like, hey man, there's a kid right there. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna kill his kid.
Or doing their whole makeup or their whole
all
face.
All of it.
Yeah, you
That's
got some
crazy.
professionals. I mean, I guess I'm a professional.
Don't say that.
Yeah, you know, eater.
No, no. Don't laugh at yourself either. I told you not to say it. I already knew what you were gonna do. Don't say that. But
What?
they laugh at his own shit.
You damn right. I love me.
All right, dude. You got two other people here. You don't do that.
Man, okay.
But yeah, go check out. I'll post his stuff so you know his food. You can go and check his food out and stuff like that. It's good. It's pretty good. Today I was gonna make this like a black episode, but I feel like that would be somewhat crippling to men in general. So I wanted to make it more broad. We're going to speak on an issue that I sent to my producer that a lot of men have like pretty much tagged into almost every single thing that they talk about whenever they want to bring up another gender. And I think it's kind of ridiculous. So it's if a man must have a house, a car, and a good job before marriage, what must a woman have before going into marriage? Now, that is a very toxic thing to ask. It's no different than asking, what do you do outside of sex? Like, oh yeah, you haven't, but aside from sex, what do you do? What do you bring to the table? And mind you, bring to the table is it's become a very toxic thing to say. Only because a lot of toxic niggas have said it. Because it's the easiest thing to go to, right? So when you say, what do you bring to the table? You're almost devaluing the person you're either choosing to be with or you're devaluing the potential of what could be, right? Because she's going to look at it like, well, how do you look at me? Do you look at me this way? Do you look at me according to what I could do for you? Or do you actually love me in entirety? So, I mean, it's cringy at best. So when you look at stuff like this, it's like that I think that's along the same olive branch. And we also have to take accountability for the kind of women we choose to date, the kind of women we choose to put babies in. So if we see this kind of stuff here, you look at it like, well, am I dating a woman that has to be, you know what I'm saying, validated, that has to validate me through my materials? Oh, you ain't driving a CL, so I can't fuck with you. Well, go date a nigga gonna drive a CL.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And let's make this very prudent. If a chick is dating a nigga for money, let her date a nigga with money. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't none of your goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got money, nigga, you don't got money.
You're just gonna be the side nigga.
But you don't have to be this. You could.
He gonna be the side nigga.
You know what? And
if you really want to be involved with her.
Yeah.
And she's with the man with the money. She might still like him, but he ain't got all the qualities that she wants. So he's gonna end up probably being the side nigga.
If he's okay with being the side nigga, that's fine.
Yeah.
But don't start raising worry of like, oh, well, like shit, this could be us. Don't be hitting her with the could be us shit.
With the jealous throws.
Don't do that.
Jealous pitching.
You know
You
what I find interesting is that there's so many podcasts today where men are talking about women and the roles that they should have in their own society, that they, men and women are different. And you're hearing all of this. And then ironically, you see a post like this, which is basically saying, you guys should both come in with equal parts. So it's just ironic that people are trying to take both sides of that argument.
Exactly.
And when it's funny, I don't want to say we was raised off of, but we heard it a lot. Opposites attract. Yeah. So a lot of times you see it, you be like, oh, excuse my French, what that ugly nigga doing with that fine chick? That's an opposite.
How's that excuse? That's polite almost.
We've heard way worse.
Yeah.
We've heard way worse. So that's.
But then also or say if the man, he does have those three things. He got a house, a car, and a good job. What's three things that she could bring if she didn't have a house, a car, and a good job?
We can't eliminate double standards though, right? So we do have men who look like, humpbacks of Notre Dame. And then you have women who look beautiful. And you're like, how does this dude get hurt? We already know how he got it. So
he got the house, the car, and a good job.
And that at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool.
What about charisma
and personality? I was about to say, and he's probably an overall good person.
Are you adding charisma with the shit?
I've seen unattractive women with lots of charisma who are very, very attractive.
With no money?
Yeah.
Oh, they can swindle their way into anything.
Well, no money. What does that mean? Does that mean you have a regular job, or does that mean you have no job?
You don't make a lot of money. Like you driving a Corolla.
I mean, she make enough to buy a nice dress and fit into a place where she probably wouldn't get into.
And she might be okay with that. Yeah. But I'm saying that the issue that has been
a man can't do it. He shouldn't.
Well, a man can't do it.
No, I'm saying a man shouldn't do it. Is that what you're about to say?
No. I'm not saying a man shouldn't do that. Okay. A man can do that if he can do it. Mm-hmm. Because it's never vice versa, bro. How often is it vice versa? This ain't a movie. You gonna date a chick that's got, what is she, 6, 8 figures? She gonna look at you, nigga? She like, what you gonna do for me? Oh, what do niggas go to?
Let's hear from our guest. What's our guest thing?
I'm gonna say this, like when it comes down to it, as far as men and women on that situation, she don't necessarily have to have a lot of money when it comes down to the dude. Because the dude gonna be the breadwinner regardless of what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because he has to be that man in that household. She gotta bring peace, serenity. She gotta be able to like help him out, relax from fighting the world, come home, let me be at peace. You know, I'm not saying stay home, cook dinner, none of that. But be that person that's gonna be there for him through thick and thin. Just like they say when you do your vows.
Yeah.
Through sickness and health, better or worse.
Since that's all she gotta do, how nasty do she gotta get?
Oh, that's bedroom talk. That's different.
It correlates.
If I open the door, I want to say she don't need. She was over.
See, I knew it. That's why I was like, let me ask him because.
But this is the thing. Like, it shouldn't be I shouldn't have to ask, or I shouldn't have to, have to tell you that I want it. It should be right then and there. Like, if I'm coming out the bathroom or whatever the fuck, she right there ready. Like, oh, shit, okay. Mm. Or how many dudes today would sit there and say, man, if I'm playing the game and a girl just come in there and pull out and start sucking, you gonna be, hey, I'm not stopping you. He's not gonna stop her.
No, I gotta play devil's advocate.
Okay, what?
Because that's good, but I think what's always left out of these scenarios that most men come up with is the woman's half of it. Because then she's going to be like, well, what am I getting?
No, so what I'm saying, if he's giving her that lifestyle that she wants.
But if she's that kind of girl, yeah.
Exactly. But also, let's say if it's a sexual thing as well.
Yeah.
It goes vice versa. It's more attractive for a woman to walk around naked than a nigga to walk around
But a
naked.
lot of niggas don't do foreplay.
No, see, you're not going to do foreplay with somebody you're just fucking around with. You're going to do foreplay with somebody that you actually genuinely care about. When you have that going on, who's rushing in the fucking all the time, man? What's up with that?
I mean,
you just sticking in dry.
Niggas be doing that though.
You dry sticking?
They're not dry sticking, but like, you remember how now? Remember back in the days when people would say, "Do you eat box?" and they'd be like, "Nah, nigga, that's now. What the fuck? I don't eat it." It was like, "Oh, okay."
Usually, that's a nigga that's probably doing it.
But so many of them said no.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, everybody was like, I ain't no pussy, bro. What the fuck? Nigga eating pussy? You gay, nigga?
That's the same thing when they say they you eat ass and you eat ass.
Man.
That's damn near aesthetic.
I'm not talking about
females
that, bro. I'm not talking about that.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
That's not foreplay? That's not foreplay?
That's not foreplay.
Oh, nigga, you've been out of the world.
No, let me tell you. I think.
Wait, what was your point though with that?
What?
With talking about how people are asking, do they eat it?
Oh, because like when it comes to the situation of like asking people if they do that, that was taboo back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like you eating pussy, bro?
Well, taboo for our age.
But that's
what I'm saying back then.
Yeah, because now it's not no question.
No, but
it's just like it's like when our think about of our grandmothers. If they was getting asked, oh yeah, here we go. You'd be like, oh, girl, you giving head? No,
they would say no.
No.
They would say no.
You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't the thing at that time.
Yeah.
But now if we push forward to the 90s during Freaknik and all that stuff,
Everybody sucking dick.
and without a question.
Yeah.
Without a question.
Shit.
Okay, so you're saying it's the norm now.
It's the norm. But now,
Okay,
if we
that's
talk
what I was
about
trying to
norms, which if we doing norms according to
Time.
apparently time. Yeah. So like we get to now where you have women saying, I don't know how this happened, but so many women are saying, nah, I ain't got to do that. Like, well, let's just have sex. And it's like, so you ain't sucking no dick though? She's like, no, I don't do that. Because I don't blame her.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I think we are, and this goes back to what I'm talking about when I'm talking about men. We have entered an era of men where the niggas is so thirsty to where they just take whatever they can get. Whatever they can get. If a bitch hop out the goddamn sewer and she got a fat ass,
So
he gonna have sex with her.
Was
Simp.
a doctor, did a doctor make this ass or is this a natural ass that jumped up?
It don't
the
even
sewer?
matter. Nigga, the earth made it. Nigga, like,
This food said Earth.
nigga, whatever was down there, it congealed with her booty and it made her butt. Nigga, like, you about to fuck it
man.
now. Like, I don't know.
But I mean,
out here fucking,
when it comes
fucking
to that,
flirting.
You not gonna
like-
ask if it's real. Who does that?
No, I'm just.
Let me know. I get it. But how many niggas you think is like, is it real or is it fake?
I think
Some
that a
niggas
lot
don't-
when it comes to a lot of females.
Up here?
Some niggas don't.
Not right here.
Won't even approach.
Oh, of course
her, though.
not.
That's what I'm saying.
Some
They won't.
niggas won't even approach her if she's fake, and some dudes I think honestly won't approach her if she's real.
I actually think that
Which is
it's
crazy
more
now.
acceptable to be fake on the top than fake on the bottom right now. I think people still.
Are you serious?
I still think there are people get turned off by fake bottoms. Yes.
If
That's what I'm saying. Like I believe that it's like it just depends on the person. They like, man, if she fake, he feel like he got a better chance with her. But usually that's the one that costs the most.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
it's up, it may,
for some reason, he feel like he got a better chance. Maybe because he feel like she might have low self-esteem
of course.
because she felt like she had to go
She had to
get
do
this
so much
done.
work. Yeah.
When it comes to the sex game and it come to even finding somebody that you're able to mess with, I don't want to say it's a game of manipulating,
It
but
is.
some people use some people's weaknesses or differences to get what they want out of the situation. So with that, if a woman is fake, she got fake titties, fake ass. That first thing gonna hit him is like, oh, she not even confident. She don't have self-love. She feel like she got to do what Instagram or what social media is telling her to do, or what she see others doing. Because now it was a point where women were going out and getting their bodies done, but now if you look at it, Kardashian and all them,
We
they
gotta
got
stop
smaller.
using, we gotta stop using them.
No, I'm about to say Beyonce. Even all of them have gotten smaller.
Fucking,
She's lost weight.
Beyonce never had body like that.
Like China,
She's
she
thick.
took all that shit out.
All of them have
Like
lost
China
weight, so
look
now
like
it's
a
more
fucking
of
anime
a
character.
Now it's like, okay, the natural look is about to come back in. The smaller look is about to come back
Oh,
in. So who's to say? And when we get so much attention to social media and stuff, where it starts to define how some people think, how they maneuver when it comes to even
social media
selecting.
defines everything.
Oh yeah,
Especially now, it's heightened so much to the point to where it's gotten to a point where this is who we are. People aren't even. This is the fucked up thing. People are in their homes, and they are the personality on social media. They're not them.
Mm-hmm.
They wake up in the morning with their boyfriends, their girlfriends.
With makeup on.
Nah, not even nothing crazy though. Because
Makeup and jump on social
we talk,
media.
we can't talk about the exterior because exterior is different.
Mhm.
Exterior is a costume. That's cosmetic. When we talk about interior, you're waking up and you're being a person that you've made up because of the views that you've gotten and the likes that you've gotten and the comments that you've gotten. It's not who you are. So then you don't go to the fucking bank as this person, but you shouldn't, but you are. So you're going to the bank, you're talking to your loved one, you interacting with your kids as this personality that you've made on TikTok. That's creepy.
Well, that's because they're scared that there's a camera always there.
Yeah.
And that becomes
That's the problem.
that's somewhat of a
That's the
deficiency, bro.
disease.
That's why.
Because when they're being seen on social media and their bodies is all together, when they decide to get into that character,
Yeah.
now it's like, all right, I'm at home, but somebody might come in the house on the live, and now they see me with no makeup.
If that's the kind of lifestyle you live, yes.
Or, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, without the filters.
But you have people who have fucking 600 followers being like, oh, wait a minute, let me like, bitch, nobody's looking at you.
but they trying to get there.
Yeah, they trying to get there.
Like these are bots.
So they using all of that. They trying to use whatever that person used to get where they at, when really it's the uniqueness of life that usually people attract to.
Exactly.
Now, they might not attract to it at first. A lot of times you got to keep knocking on the door and be like, oh, this is the new thing. Even like if we think about the internet, when the internet first came, wasn't people wasn't really feeling it.
No, they wasn't.
But they kept knocking. Now people can't live without it. You had a flip. I just looked at a picture of myself in high school and had a flip phone on my
You had a
hip.
razor?
Nah, not a razor. It was Motorola. It was 7 something.
It was 7 something.
But I looked at the picture. I was like, damn, 20 years ago, the flip was in. 20 years later, you realize how fast that is? 20 years later, the flip is not really relevant.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Like, everybody got touch screen. They got double screens, all that stuff. So what's next? So you got to beat somebody to the next thing. But a lot of people, they see what somebody else did, they recipe to be successful, and they try to eat off of it.
I mean,
that's where you got the 600 follower trying to do something that a billion follower at.
I don't blame them, because that goes back into this. Like, I have to have a house, a car, and a good job.
But do you really have to have that?
You have to have it if the woman you're dating wants you to have
Wants you to have it.
That's all that matters.
And then also, if you don't have it, you're not that type of person. Everybody is different. You got people that choose to live on the streets.
But niggas get mad.
True.
Well, I'm about to say is people choose. You got people that actually have to live on the street. Some people that choose. So if I choose not to have a house, a car, but I got a good job, and I get with somebody and they take me in with that, are they the type of individual that is going to support me to want to help me get a house or a car? That's the thing. Like, are they able to get me out of my comfort zone?
Are they going to build with you?
Yeah. And if they can handle that, then that's what you run with. Because if that person's going to improve you. But if it's somebody you know that's going to nag you and stress you about having a house and a car,
well, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know. Like, if you in a relationship or a marriage for 10 plus years or 5 plus years, I just watched a divorce lawyer have an interview, and he said that, I mean, we're gonna die, so it makes you think marriage ain't gonna fail either. Like, you're gonna die, so the marriage doesn't matter.
But that's the thing. That's when people get trapped in the selfishness, and this is the year of the selfish. It's where
this is the year of the selfish.
That's what they say. People, I've been hearing, man. Beginning of the year, I was hearing that YLTS, all that stuff. But the thing that gets me with that is, as long as we as people are thinking about just ourselves and not for our children, our future, our offsprings, if we're not thinking about them, then yeah, you get trapped into that mind frame. As long as you're thinking about the next generation and you're thinking about like I said, your kids alone, just one spring off of you, that might spring off another one of you. When you're not thinking about that, that's when you get to thinking like that. Oh, well, we all gonna die. Yeah, we all gonna die, but fuck, life's still gonna be going on. So how about we do the proper thing?
If you have kids, you mean?
Yeah, but even if you don't, there's gonna be somebody that's looking at you. It's gonna be a kid looking at you
and look up to you.
Or they're gonna see how you interact and how you behave, and they're gonna carry that on with them somehow, some way, consciously or unconsciously. You know what I'm saying?
So what is your first reaction? What is your first reaction to a chick that says, "You don't make enough for me"?
Nah, I won't have a problem with it, because I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket with her.
Yeah,
I'm gonna know what time you're on. So if I value you as a person, fuck your money. I don't give a fuck about your money. I want to know, how can you benefit me as a person?
Yeah,
that's the main thing. So if you could drive me to do better, I'm not looking for like affirmation. But if I know for a fact, like, hey, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do this, I'm about to make this move. Okay, that's what you want to do. I trust in your word. I got your back.
But that's the one you wouldn't talk to then.
No,
not in a relationship,
the one how she is. The one I'm talking about that's willing to be with me.
Yeah,
I'm sticking it out through thick and thin. Now, the one that's she gotta require all this fucking material shit, and I gotta have a certain amount of money. No, at this point, you're gonna be fun.
Now you have men that get mad at that. You have men that get mad at that.
But why? If a woman, if it's just like we got standards, right?
Yeah.
They got requirements. We got requirements.
If I'm looking for stability, someone that's encouraging, someone that's showing genuine love, and that's all I ask from. Now, should she have a job? Yeah, we all gotta work.
We have our own idea of genuine love, by the way.
Oh yeah,
that's the fucked up part.
Yeah, But that's okay. Let's say unconditional.
I don't think that's possible.
You find
You
one that
don't
got the
think so?
same.
I don't think that's possible.
It's like love language. But you find the love language that's the opposite of yours that y'all can come together.
But the love language isn't unconditional love, though. That's the fucked up. Like people, I think people don't know what unconditional love is.
No love.
A lot of people don't know what it is.
Love shouldn't have condition.
But it does.
Yeah, but I mean but that's not love.
If you cheat,
if it has a condition, then it's not love. If it says love is has no condition, once there's a condition, it's not love no more. It's not love. It's what are you doing that's going to benefit me, or what are you doing that I ask of you to do?
Unconditional love is for your children.
But unconditional love is it's easier for you to do it for your children. If you love, because if you have unconditional love for yourself, you're going to have unconditional love for your offspring.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something that starts.
What? I don't agree with that. People don't love themselves, my nigga.
Yeah, most people don't have.
A lot of black folks hate their fucking selves.
But if you hate yourself and you see your child
subconsciously,
if you see your child, we just had a conversation about this last time.
Yeah.
If I hate myself and I see my child that has some traits of myself, how can I appreciate that if I don't even appreciate they came from me?
They don't. That's the weird part. It bleeds. So you see your kid, you like, fuck.
Yeah, because the hate you have for yourself. But if you have unconditional love for yourself, you're going to have unconditional love for your offspring.
So if you have unconditional love for yourself, I don't know if you could ask your spouse to have that for you. Am I correct?
What you mean?
Because it's separate. That's separate, bro.
But the thing is, if you have unconditional love for yourself, it's easier for you to shoot it off to others. It starts from within.
You cannot do that.
Why? I don't think you can ask for it either. It has to just naturally.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Well, not in literally, right?
Can you unconditionally love me? No, it's just by your actions and your behaviors. That's what will cause somebody, if they got unconditional love, if you do something wrong,
if you stop doing some shit,
stop doing something and they still love you. If you do something good,
that's unconditional.
Or you do something better, it's unconditional. There's never no, oh, well, you fucked me over, so I don't love you.
So if you cheat,
that's not unconditional.
If you cheat and she leaves, is that conditional or unconditional?
Condition.
That's condition.
That's a condition, love, but that's because of your conditioned behavior. If she leaves you for cheating, it's because you did something towards her. Now, let's say if you cheated and she was cheating at the same time, maybe y'all could work it out. Maybe y'all can keep pushing. Maybe y'all can ignore it. But if you sit up there and cheat on your girlfriend, on your wife,
you can't. What?
And she decides that she wants to leave.
We can't split hairs though, because if that man cheated, I'm not even trying to condone that.
I mean, if it's man or woman, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If someone cheats on you and you decide to leave,
that shouldn't be the first thought though.
Why shouldn't it?
This is why.
Because most people tell you that before they get into a relationship.
Those are bitter fucking people.
No, when you get into a serious relationship, usually you have conversations of what you like, what you don't like, what will make you leave, what will make you stay, what can you fight through. Now, once it happens, some people may change.
Yes.
When it's time for action to occur when that happens. But usually you have those conversations. So if my girl tells me, oh, if you cheat on me, I'm leaving, I gotta be like, okay.
Don't cheat.
Don't cheat.
Yeah.
Now say I get a condition where I cheat.
That's a condition.
Now if I cheat, do I tell? Or do I get caught? You know what I'm saying?
You're not.
I've done it before.
That's a condition.
I've done it before.
But that's still a condition, bro. But like how many women we know of who literally have stipulations, and when it comes to men, quote unquote, being dogs to them, they kind of cop out. They're like, I can't date none of y'all niggas. Y'all niggas out here doing all kind of wild shit. And it's like, you can't say y'all niggas. Like, you're dating that. Like, that's...
No, like, I've met... It was this one chick I just met not too long ago at my job. And she's cool, but she has a wild take on relationships and how she wanted to go.
And you have to ask why on that.
No, yeah. A lot of that came from how her mom treated her father.
Yeah.
So I told her, I was like, look, if you see your dad, does he look happy in that relationship? Because if not, if he's quiet a lot and he's drinking, guess what? At this point, he's passing by time. He's coping. So I was like, your mom got a certain version of him that could stand in that house. Everything else is gone. She took that away from him.
And it's not talked about.
Exactly. And when I was there talking to her about the relationship, I was like, look, there's 4 appetites in men and women. You got physical, you got the mental, visual, and actually the sexual hunger for each other.
Libido.
Exactly.
Yeah.
if one fails, you're going to find that in somebody else because somebody's going to compensate.
Because it turns to a domino effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a short-term thing at that.
All the time.
Usually it's one of them things where if you go somewhere and try to go get that one of the four from somewhere else, it's like a game.
Yep. Like a chill game.
The person that's willing for you to come to them for this, they just doing it because they know they don't have to worry about the other three.
That's side chick shit.
Yeah, but then also that person is going to that person is going to that to get that one out of the four because they think that maybe that person that I'm dealing with, the one that they dealing with at home, will change. They think it's a short period of time, like, I'm gonna do this until they get it together, or I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna just get bored of it. Because some people think they're gonna get bored of it. They think they just doing it just to.
Well, boredom is a thing.
Yeah, they think they just doing it just to get over this little hunch, and once they do, they all good. But that's where issues occur when you think about things like that. You got to be really careful when you step into that light, because once you cross it, ain't no coming back. It's like pillow of salt.
Are we able to separate our issues gender-wise when it comes to us being men, though? Are we able to be like, it's different because I'm this and you're that?
Certain things. There's certain things.
Because a lot of people say no.
Because it's just like standing up peeing and they sit down and pee.
So,
and you got people that be like, if you sit down and pee, you a bitch. You got people that think like that.
Yeah, just got people that think like that.
So the thing is, but I'm just saying, like, yes, there has to be. Because they're not saying that there's a job for men that we're supposed to do. I don't want to say it like that because then people be trying to flip your word. What I'm saying is there is certain things that's supposed to take place. I'm supposed to, excuse my French, stick my dick in a woman.
Okay.
She gets pregnant, or she may not get pregnant.
She may not get pregnant. And you looked up. You looked up.
My job was to stick my dick in her pussy.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we can see what happens, especially if we're married. If we're married, or if we're in a relationship that's leading to marriage, it's a difference. It's a difference. We all have jobs in our role. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say, yes, there's certain things.
Sexual education.
I feel like that should be more learned at home. Don't learn that shit at school.
In front of some class.
Oh,
I'll stick my dick in a woman. She can get pregnant, right? Kids are like, we go, what? Yeah.
And I'm just saying that.
And she might not. She might not.
We have jobs, you know what
she
I'm
might
saying?
not get pregnant, guys.
Like if once we had the baby, she's gonna breastfeed. That baby can't get no milk out my black ass. We all got jobs. No, what you about to say now? What you about to tell me?
Don't
they milking man.
Don't get gross.
Let me tell you something.
Don't be talking about no milking man.
Saul no.
Oh, shit.
Don't get gross.
Yo, boy.
What do you mean don't get gross?
Like Meet the Bears? Y'all talking about the Meet the Bears shit.
Saul. You already know though, right?
He's like, I got that pussy.
I am not going there.
Oh man, I'm just saying we all have jobs. Like,
all right, cool.
There's certain things as men that we're supposed to do, and certain things that women.
I'd like to give one perspective on some of this. Okay, so number one, I think when you talk about unconditional love, first of all, I think that's more romantic notion than anything else, right? So let's go there. Second, unconditional love doesn't mean love that never ends. It just means while I'm loving you, it's going to be unconditional. So I think it's a choice. And I think a man or woman can choose to love unconditionally until they decide not to.
Yeah.
All right. So that means, like, if you're in a relationship, a marriage, something like that, where you guys are both together and the love is unconditional, if you go outside of that scope, like you break promises, you spend your mortgage money on drugs, or you got a gambling problem, or you're constantly cheating, and you wear that down, then eventually the woman's going to decide that she's no longer going to unconditionally love you.
Yeah.
So that's the way I think we have to look at it. The second thing, you were talking about cheating. It's not, number one, I don't think most people have those conversations when you first get together. I mean, I don't think, I mean, women will say, oh, if you cheat on me, I'm out or whatever. They'll say things like that. But the truth is, when you get in a marriage and you've been married 10 years and you got kids and you got a mortgage and you got a life you built together, it really depends. If somebody goes out and cheats one time and you find out and it's not an affair, you're going to weigh all of those factors.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
You're not just going to throw away everything you built over that.
Yeah.
Now, if the guy's been having an affair behind your back for the last 5 years, that's a different
Or if he
story.
has another family.
Yeah,
family.
exactly. That's a different story.
Oh, hell
But
yeah.
so it's all going to be based on that. So, that's just the reality of how it is. Of course, if you've been dating 2 years, your boyfriend and girlfriend, they cheat, you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they said that about George Lopez, because George Lopez cheated on his wife,
Uh-huh.
but it was a prostitute,
Oh shit.
and there was like, she will better accept a prostitute than somebody that he's having a casual encounter with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Somebody going on dates.
Because that's intimate.
Exactly.
It's intimate.
Yeah, it's more intimacy with that. He's
Yeah.
like, with that, he paid her, she did what she did, and she left. So they was like, hey, she was more forgiving for that than for him to have somebody at work that he's fucking on and you see on a daily basis.
Have a connection with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you might keep going to that. You can keep going to prostitute too.
Well,
Yeah,
you
but
go to the
it's
same
transactional.
Yeah.
She's on Fig and
I was down there actually.
man.
Let me tell you something.
They
It's
got more bathing
it's gotten
suits down
wild
there
down
than a
there.
beach.
It's
Huh?
got wild down there.
Oh,
Hey.
man, it's more bathing suits down there than beaches. I'll be driving. I'll be like,
Let me-
Lord, have
That's the
mercy.
blade right there.
And then
bro.
when you pull up, look at when you pull up to a light and you see somebody that really stopped and they talking to out the window.
I seen that.
I don't even go around. I want to see how this goes down. How does she jump through the window and they just go so the cops don't get?
I think they have a rendezvous point.
No, they just get
Meet
in.
me at
Oh, really?
McDonald's around the corner from McDonald's. What is that?
Hey, it be cops 2 blocks down though.
They don't mess with them.
No.
They don't mess with them.
And there's a law that they pass where they're not
So they
not
won't have-
arresting people.
And they can't
for
go
that
past
anymore.
Imperial.
Because they don't want it. Because they can't have pimps. That ain't true.
Oh, for real? I never seen them pass Imperial.
Imperial.
Because that might be another pimp's area. They can't go past
Well,
Imperial.
no, it's not.
You know
That's why they're allowing them to do it.
Yeah.
Because they don't want no pimps.
Because you know that
No, I'm
McDonald's-
thinking coming back this way.
Nah, that's
the
different.
complexion changes.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
The complexion changes
So
as it
you know
goes
the
down.
McDonald's talking about thing, right?
Yeah.
So when you go that way, when towards the train station,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, take your ass back down there.
You gotta go.
They'll arrest your ass.
They really, the little chart that be like dark,
Yeah.
brown, light. It gets all the way to white,
Bro.
And as you go north, it
North
gets
or
lighter.
north or south?
North of Figueroa.
It's north of
North Fig, it gets lighter.
Like north of Manchester.
That's towards
right?
like Gardena, Athens Park and shit like that.
See, that's where it's gonna be a little dark.
There's no hookers over there.
Nah,
There's none.
but it's when you going towards Florence and
The
all
lower
that
numbers.
stuff.
The lower the
Yeah,
numbers get,
complexions change.
the more the clothes come
It's
off.
great.
That's when they switch. That's when they switch to OnlyFans. So it goes
Yeah.
from
Drive by there at 3 a.m.
OnlyFans.
when they desperate.
Oh.
3 a.m.?
Yeah, drive by
That's
there by that
dangerous.
time. They be damn near naked.
Oh,
That's dangerous, bro. They
Not
gotta
if
be
you-
cold.
Not if you driving home or something. That's
And they
what
pay
I'm
off that good old coke. Mhm.
I guess so.
to be in a
Coke
bathing
make
suit
you
at
hot?
That time they better be because it's cold as hell out there.
Coke make you hot?
Yeah,
You don't. I
your
mean,
blood
I don't know. I ain't never
so-
done it, but I'm just gonna say that I.
You
would
know
assume.
somebody that done some coke.
I've seen people.
All
do
right.
I've never seen a cokehead cold.
that. Ain't never seen a Sherman that can't run through a wall.
There you go.
Hey, I've experienced that.
Oh shit.
Not Sherm, but the nigga that took it.
Oh man.
So the nigga is that took it. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But so let's I wanna take this moment to tap into a little bit of a vulnerability when it comes to us being black men. I don't know if it has to specify into us being black men per se, or just men in general,
Mhm.
right? But I think we don't take the time out to actually delve into any kind of vulnerability, especially when we're around other black men,
Yeah.
right? So I want to know what it feels like for you. However this term is better. How it is for you to be a man or being a black man.
Hmm.
Whichever term that works.
I'm
Because
not
some
black,
people
I'm OJ.
that listen probably won't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, for me, like we've talked about it. I growing up, first 8 years of my life, I had my father in my life.
Mhm.
And when he left, it wasn't even that I was living with him. I wasn't living with him, but I had him, I had him in my life.
Yeah.
In certain areas, see him at church and all that type of stuff. So I had a relationship with him. But then when I turned 8, it kind of when the relationship between him and my mom officially was over, it changed it changed our relationship as well. So with that,
There was no bashing of the father.
I didn't bash him.
Okay, not you.
My mom didn't bash him either.
Okay.
Because when it finally happened, I remember her being in the room crying. And I went in there and I knew what the deal was. So I went in there and told her everything gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna be good, don't even rip. So from there, it was like one of them things where I had to be my mom's protector to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, be there for her. And it kind of helped me with dealing with women and things like that. I haven't been perfect with women, nah. But it helped me to because I don't want to say as a Pisces, because now we talking
Yeah,
about
don't do
something
that.
else.
Don't do that.
But for me, it's not that I'm vengeful, but if you cross me, I'll most likely react in the same, and you know what I'm saying, the same degree.
Like
So like
vengeful?
vengeful, I'll
Is it vindictive?
It's just to get back.
I'm the get back, I guess you could say. But the one thing is like my idea with dealing with women, and this is because of seeing what my mom went through, is definitely to come in faithful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you were to cross me, then faithful will most likely get thrown out the door. That's my personal.
What
but
is a cross to you?
cheating? Mostly cheating.
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing for me. Like I understand people aren't perfect, but
You could be broken down. It takes time.
yeah.
And
But
then men start to not feel like men anymore.
certain things
That's a
like
blanketed
that,
statement, but it happens.
yeah. I mean, they definitely can. You can come in and give all you can, and they probably won't give, or with the validation.
Yeah.
We were talking about that, and so much people be like, "Oh, I don't need validation." I'm not gonna say that you need or don't need validation.
Need is a strong one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will say that if I come home from a long day, like you said, with peace, you want to come home peace. Be like, "How was your day?" and stuff like that. You want those little things that seem small, but they're so big because of what you had to deal with outside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that could break somebody down. I'm not saying that should make somebody go out and cheat on somebody. That shouldn't be a push for you to go and cheat. But that can happen, definitely with people.
It's dominoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But even for dealing with men, when my father stepped out, I started to I just was worried validation, but more approval, just mainly from my uncles.
So do you give them the credit of like them showing you how to be
Oh yeah, big
carry
time.
yourself as a black man?
Oh yeah, big time. Because if I look at my uncle, one was an officer, but he was well known throughout the city, like because he was still doing for his people. It wasn't like he was just arresting people. And
So
all
he
this
didn't
stuff.
look at it like, oh, it's the blue or nothing.
Nah. And then family was so important to him, so I got a piece of him. Then I got my other uncle, who's more calm, but he can be aggressive if you like I said, vengeful, be aggressive if you cross him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he got love for people. So
you was able to see these experiences.
Yeah, I got that piece from him. Then I have my other uncle who like taught me, like when I watch him, it's more like the stuff that you would do for the house. Like I'm just saying, like just easily taking out trash. I was horrible at that as a kid. I had to constantly get reminded, like take out the trash. I'd be like, man, fuck this, because I would be so focused in my own. Not saying fuck it like really, but I really would be so focused in what I'm doing, I wouldn't even think about it. But just those little things, like just taking care of little things around the house and being there for people. If somebody call you up, you be like, all right, I'll be there. You need me to paint? You need me to do something?
Yeah.
Whatever outside of that, like that, I picked up on those things. And then they all got their different style of dressing, so I picked up on that. So when my father left, luckily I was blessed enough to have somebody there that I could look at and still get become somewhat of a carbon copy.
Yeah, that's important.
And that helped me.
Because it wasn't TV or fucking rap.
Nah, definitely. I couldn't even listen to rap, really. My mom's didn't buy me my first rap album to DMX first album. So
that's a good album. That's a good album.
So you started off with DMX?
Started off with DMX.
Damn,
Did your mom like DMX?
Nah, I don't think she even knew who it was. But she bought me that when I was 12 or 13. She bought the album. That was my first rap album.
Is Dark and Hell is Hot?
Or Flesh in My Flesh?
Dark as Hell.
It's Dark and Hell. That's my favorite one.
But you got to think, how God worked for me is He knows what I'm gonna be going through. So for that to be my first album, and DMX was dealing with demons, but then he was praying to God.
But you was able
He
to
was going
deal with
back and forth.
that the right way.
Yeah, so
because some
my
people get
mom-
that album and they were
Oh, yeah.
like, must have robbing niggas.
Yeah. So when my mom bought it, she might not have known how influential it was for me to be able to be like, all right, God, even though I got this going on, I know I still can come to you.
Yeah.
I could still be myself. So she might not know how influential that move was, but that was my first rap album. So things like that helped me at a young age. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I look at what I do now, like how I dress, what I wear, how I carry myself, things that I like. Unconsciously, it's my father. Like, if you were to know my father,
It's in the DNA.
I was probably the closest outside of playing instruments to him personality-wise.
Yeah.
You know, joking, might play too much with certain stuff that's supposed to be serious, I might play around with. But consciously knowing who I got a lot of stuff from would be my mom, like how I don't want to say pro-black, but I like a lot of black stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm not talking about I like chitlins because I don't. When I say black stuff, I'm talking about
Stinks.
like I was brought up around Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all celebrated Kwanzaa?
I celebrated Kwanzaa. When I hear people talk about Juneteenth, I used to have to go to Allensworth down there from when I was young.
Mhm.
And those are the things that I appreciate and like. Like I noticed that. Like she made me go to choir rehearsal. Oh, I can carry a note. I can sing a little
I
bit.
did that.
You know what I'm saying? So the things that she pushed me towards or she led me to, those things are the things that I like. Oh, now, like I hated, like I used to have to wear them kente cloth shirts and stuff. I'd be
Yeah.
like, man, fuck this.
That shit look crazy.
My homeboys ain't
Loud
wearing
clothing.
this. Why I gotta wear this? You know what I'm
It's
saying?
loud.
Not just saying that I was based off of my homeboys, but I'm like, I don't want to be the only nigga in the church
young,
with
yeah,
this
you
on at
young,
my
yeah,
age.
yeah.
At least we had some Jordans
You know
on
what I'm
under
saying? You know, wearing suspenders and stuff like that as a kid, like
Shoes and no
fuck
socks
this,
on.
I don't want to wear no. Now I don't even own a belt, really.
Mm,
I got
okay.
like 2 belts, and I wear suspenders with a lot of stuff that I wear.
You
so
do?
I just So a lot of times
Are you wearing suspenders now?
Yeah, this jersey's suspended. It's holding my shorts up. Nah, but I got a belt on now. but-
That'd be funny if you. I was like, damn, you serious?
but no, but it's just things that she did and things that he did that he does, like things that was just like you said in DNA
Mm.
that kind of built the person that you have today.
When it comes to my situation, I'm almost positive me and him could actually speak to it together.
Mhm.
My thought process on being or dealing with things as a black man is I'm gonna relate it to like a LeBron situation, right?
Mhm.
And this sounds like it's a reach, but it's not. You know how if LeBron gets fouled, they're like, nigga, you big, bro, you can take it.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up. Play. So to me, I apply that to being black.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's far-fetched at all.
No.
Because in their minds, you could take a hit.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's been passed down, not even just from men, it's been to women too.
But from slavery.
Yeah. And that's a form of epigenetics.
Mm-hmm.
So like you have women who would see a black man and be like, this nigga ain't got no feelings. And it's like, how many niggas you ever heard say out their mouth that their feelings are hurt? Genuinely, let's be honest.
They didn't say it out their mouth, but they said it with their actions.
But they never say it out their mouth.
Mm-mm.
They'll never tell you because I don't want to show you that I'm weak.
Well, not just so much of weak. It's not even about being weak.
It's about weakness, bro.
But I'm saying they don't want to show that they're weak, but it's not a weakness.
I know it's not, but they think it's a weakness because that's how they were raised.
Mm-hmm.
Because me and him was raised in a household where if like our brother Dion would pretty much solve everything with a fight.
Yeah.
So if he takes something that you got, he'll be like, nigga, that's mine. Like, all right, you want to fight for it? And you'll be like, no. And he'll be like, all right, cool. So like that was the MO in the house.
Yeah, you can't beat me up, you can't have it back.
Yeah, you can't beat me up. So what we doing, bro? Like, why are you talking to me? Like, what you gonna do? So you have to eventually get to the point of like understanding: is this how men? Is that how we supposed to do shit? Or
that's
and our mom was very not anymore, but she was very masculine.
Yeah.
When we grew up, so like.
When no belts, it was punched in the chest.
Yeah, like niggas was getting like you get treated a certain way.
Don't
like,
cry.
It's like, don't cry and don't cry. Don't whine about shit. We don't do that here. So I mean, we had to learn that way. And I mean, looking back on it, people will say that's not healthy, but it's like you have to give grace to the mothers who was raising these kids at that age because
By themselves.
she was by herself. My dad was like on Sherman shit. Nigga was robbing people for anything he can take from them.
He was in jail most of my life.
Yeah. So he was a little younger, and this nigga, I think he had like a third strike, and this nigga decided to rob a horse and carriage.
Well, no, he stole the horse, left the carriage.
So yeah, my bad.
So it was a champion horse.
Yeah.
And he was gonna breed it, I guess. That's the only thing I can make sense of it.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's gonna find out.
I don't know any other way how he would have dealt with that. And he got caught, of course. It's a nigga on a horse in Gardena. Well, he made it to Compton.
Yeah, he made it to
Compton.
At least he knew where to go. You go
he knew where to
go to Compton where the horses is. You can try to blend in.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But unless you spray painted the tail.
Yeah.
This was stupid.
But he stole this shit. I'm like, where the fuck you find a horse in Gardena? So I was like, all right, whatever. But I don't know how he did it, but he did it. So he went to jail. His third strike. He went in jail the whole time. He's been out for what, 4 years now, probably, give or take.
3-4 years, yeah.
And we don't really have contact. He's out, but we don't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if we were to ever talk about this with other people, they would say, man, just go talk to your dad. People always, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying people always take the